Hi friends, today for our Read Aloud, we are going to read Under the Lemon Moon. Deep in the night, Rosalinda heard noises. Whoosh, snap. What is that? She wondered, slipping from her bed. She peeked out past Mama's garden with its papa-clothes scarecrow and past the wash line. Way back by the lemon tree, something was moving. Heart thumping, Rosalinda crept to the doorway. Blanca, her pet hen, fluttered down from the rafters. Buck, 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 barked Blanca. Shh, shushed Rosalinda. The lemon wedge moon gave only a sliver of light. She waited for her eyes to grow used to the darkness. Then she saw branches shaking in the shadows. Rosalinda looked harder. A man with hunched shoulders was stuffing lemons into a cloth sack. Her lemons from her tree. And here's Rosalinda jumping up because she heard a noise. And here's her pet, Blanca. Oh no, they're her slippers. Here's her pet, Blanca, over here. And she's peeking out. With Blanca under her arm, Rosalinda slipped out and hid behind the scarecrow. Who is this night man? Why does he take my lemons? She wondered. Scrack! Blanca flew to the scarecrow's head. Rosalinda wobbled its stiff arms. Aye, cried the night man. He grabbed the sack and fled. So here she is spying on the man taking her lemons. And here is the man fleeing at the top of the page up here. In the morning, Rosalinda touched the stump of a broken branch. Not a single lemon was left on the whole tree. A tear slid down her cheek. My little tree, Rosalinda crooned a sad song as Blanca barked along. She loved her lemon tree almost as much as she loved Blanca. Why, Blanca, why did he do this? Rosalinda asked, clutching a bundle of twigs. Blanca's feathers drooped. They're both really upset and sad. They have no lemons left on their lemon tree. By the end of the week, many leaves of the lemon tree were yellow. Some had fallen. Rosalinda's worries got bigger. First the night man, now her tree was sick. After breakfast, Rosalinda listened to the thrum of Mama's loom. I must do something, Rosalinda told her parents. Perhaps someone we know can help, Mama suggested, smoothing Rosalinda's long hair. A neighbor or a friend, or your Abdullah, added Papa with a hug. He turned back to his workbench. Rosalinda set out. And there they are, all talking about the lemon tree getting sick. And they're going to go try and find some help. My tree is sick. What should I do? Rosalinda asked her neighbor, Esmeralda. I talked to my plant, said Esmeralda, tending her lush flower garden. I did that, thought Rosalinda aloud. She said gracias. She caught up with Senor Rodolfo, her friend of few words. My tree is sick. What should I do? She asked. Much water, he said, heading for the nearby mercata, the marketplace. I did that, thought Rosalinda. She remembered the heavy buckets of water she had lugged to her tree. Aloud she said, gracias, which means thank you. She's asking a lot of people what to do. When Rosalinda arrived at her grandmother's house, Abdullah was sitting on her porch in the morning sun. Rosalinda settled in close to her, watching her grandmother's knitting needles flash. What should I do for my tree? It will take time for your tree to heal, she said. I will light a candle for you. I haven't done that, thought Rosalinda. Aloud she said, gracias. Grandmom eased the worries from Rosalinda's forehead with her warm hand. The candle will help, Rosalinda. Perhaps it will summon the old one. She helps things now, and she helps them grow. Everyone had heard rumors of the old one, of her powers for bringing rain and making crops grow strong and tall. Tell me again, Grandma, said Rosalinda. For many years of full moons, Grandma began, it has been said there lives an old wise woman with gentle eyes. She walks the countryside helping things grow. Where can I find her? Asked Rosalinda. No one knows, but they say the old one will come when she is needed. Rosalinda thought hard. I need you. Please come. All day and night Rosalinda waited. But she did not come. And here she is talking to her grandma. And her grandma suggests that she ask for help from the old one. Be back by sundown, called Papa as Rosalinda and Blanca left the house. Early the next morning, Rosalinda waved. She walked and walked, searching, Blanca at her heels. Everywhere they went, Rosalinda called, Anciana, Anciana. La Anciana did not answer. Maybe she isn't real, Rosalinda said to Blanca. Her hen just clucked, as if she understood. And here she is, walking around trying to get help, trying to find the old one. As the sun slipped down the sky, Rosalinda told Blanca, we must go home. They circled back through the Mercado with its colorful stalls and busy shoppers. Then Rosalinda stopped. Lemons, said a sign on the last stall. Behind a man, a woman rocked a baby. Their two small children played nearby with pebbles. Rosalinda knew this man with hunched shoulders who was selling lemons. He was the night man. And the lemons were hers. Rosalinda shivered. She and Blanca ducked behind a stall lined with bright Marietas. It's the night man with lemons from my tree. Where are you? Old one, stammered Rosalinda. She stroked her quivering hen's soft feathers. Here she is in the market, and she caught the man that took her lemons, or she sees him in the market selling her lemons. I am here, came a low, sweet voice. Rosalinda jumped. Before her stood a woman with silvery hair. Her wrinkles were deep, her eyes gentle. Rosalinda knew, filled with wonder, she couldn't speak. You have looked far for me, Rosalinda, the woman said. Tell me. The woman listened as Rosalinda whispered her story. To take your lemons was wrong, La Anciana murmured. Perhaps he had a need. From her flowing sleeve, La Anciana pulled a strong branch with tiny buds. Watch, said La Anciana. Remember, the moon will be full tonight. Rosalinda listened with her heart and mind as La Anciana spoke of how to heal the lemon tree. So here is the old one, La Anciana, and she is going to tell her how to heal her lemon tree. That night, Rosalinda crept outside under the full moon. She closed her eyes. Watch and remember. Rosalinda tore an old rag into strips. She held La Anciana's branch against the stump of the broken branch of her lemon tree. They fit as naturally as a fat lemon fit in Rosalinda's cupped hands. Round and round she pulled the ribbons of cloth, binding the two branches until they held as one. Moonbeams poured over the sickly tree, making yellowed leaves look silver. Tired, Rosalinda curled up under her tree and fell asleep. So she's trying to heal her tree. And then she falls asleep. She's so tired with Blanca, her hen. She woke with a start when Blanca brawked. Rosalinda rubbed her eyes, astonished. Her tree glowed golden in the night, dripping with lemons as big and round as baby moons. Arms wide, Rosalinda danced around the shimmering lemon tree. Blanca followed, wings aflutter. Look how beautiful her lemon tree looks. And it does look like the moon. The next morning, Rosalinda told Blanca, I know what to do. She piled fat yellow lemons into a wooden cart. Blanca perched on the lemon pyramid. Off they went together. Oh, I wonder what she's going to do with all of those lemons. Friends and neighbors greeted her on the way. One by one, Rosalinda gave away the amazing lemons. She gave them away to all of her neighbors, and they were so excited. When Rosalinda had given away all but one of her lemons, she headed for the last stall of the market. Rosalinda stared at the night man, and he stared back. Then her warm hand touched his cold, rough hand, and she gave him her last fat lemon. I am sorry. The man lowered his eyes. Rosalinda found her voice. Plant the seed, she told him. Do it tonight while the moon is still full. The man was quiet. He tilted his head towards his family with their worn clothes and hungry faces. For you and for them, said Rosalinda, I will do as you tell me, he said. So he took her lemons to sell because he has a family to take care of. And she's telling him to plant the seeds and he can grow his own tree. Rosalinda smiled with a puck, buck, buck. Blanca flip-flapped into the little cart for the ride back home. She settled in content. Rosalinda felt content too. Except for one fat hen, Rosalinda's cart was empty, but her heart was as full as a lemon moon. And here she is. She gave away all her lemons, and it made her feel really good. Thanks for listening, friends. Bye.